Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to plan next week, which is Monday, November 19th through Sunday, November 25th, and it is the week of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is weirdly early this year. I mean, I know it's the third Thursday in the month, and so like this is one of the earliest days it can be. It just feels really strange having Thanksgiving so early in the month. I'm going to be basing my week off of this kit from Erin Condren. It normally comes in one full sheet. I just cut them down the middle to store them in a like normal small binder pocket. But before we get to this week, let's go ahead and flip back to last week, or this week rather, and update some things, see where we're at. It is Friday night that I'm currently filming this video. I'm also going to film another video, but I'm not gonna tell y'all what that is quite yet. I've checked off everything else that I can check off so far. I've actually started clipping Charlie's nails, but it's sort of a process. It usually takes more than one try because as soon as she gets restless after like a couple of nails, I let her go and then try again in like 15 minutes. I did not get up and work out this morning. Sarah from Sarah Marie on YouTube was in town and we went and had drinks, and what I think both of us thought was gonna be like a drink or two, maybe an hour, maybe two, turned into like 4.5 hours of nonstop chatting. We totally lost track of time, so I got home a lot later than I thought I would, which is totally fine because she is a sweetheart and I'm so glad that we got to meet and chat. She lives outside of Chicago, so when I'm visiting my mom, I can see her. So I'm really glad that we hung out. I'm gonna have to get up and work out tomorrow morning before the cleaning service comes, but that's not a big deal. I'm gonna mark down a couple of things on Sunday. And one of them is going to be the game. One of them is going to be dinner. So we did decide that we're going to go to, this is the dark color. I don't want y'all to see what's under here. So we are going to go to dinner before the show to our favorite pizza place, which happens to be across the street from the show. It's so convenient. My stepmom can't come to New York and not go to that pizza place. So we're definitely going to go there. I might use this little wine glass because let's be real, we're gonna have wine with dinner. And then I'm gonna mark that in the morning, I am going to get up and edit a little bit. I'm going to film tonight the videos that will go up next week while my family is here, but I realized I didn't really plan time to edit them. Why can't I find, is there not another half box? Am I making that up? So I have this half box, I have this one, and then I have this one. There are so many stickers in this kit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm gonna use this half box to mark that I'm gonna edit in the morning before I meet up with my family. I'm gonna use this half box to mark whatever we end up doing in the afternoon, which is not planned, but I mean, there needs to be a space for it. And then I will just fill in whatever it is we end up doing. They've talked about going to Central Park. Guess what? I've seen Central Park. I don't really know that I need to go to Central Park with my family. But if that's what they want to do, that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to put this guy to mark the Cowboys game. Again, I probably won't really be watching it because depending on what we do, my stepmom she likes football, but she's not totally into football. So my dad and I may not get our way and watch it. But my dad and I joked that he's also seen Central Park. It's my brothers that haven't. So we were like, we'll go to a bar and watch the Cowboys game and you guys can go look at Central Park. Once again, I'm out of these little edit dudes, so I'm going to use this little YouTube guy and mark that I am going to edit some videos. I actually already put it on the checklist above. That's why it's covered with a sticky note, but I want to mark the time that it's going to take during the day. I think that is it for this past week. Again, totally stepping out of my comfort zone with these pastel colors, but it was really beautiful. It turned out really nice. On to this week. So let's make it easy and let's start with the bottom, and then I will sort of talk through or think through what I'm gonna do with the rest of the week. Normally I will plan where I have one column per color. I feel like a repetitive person saying that over and over again, but I don't know that I'm gonna do that this week just because things are all over the place and I'm not using a set kit. However, I did make myself some stickers to match this week. One of them is obviously my habit tracker, and I made that in this sort of pink color that's down here in the leaves, and mostly that's just because I'm not going to have a lot of stickers in that pink color. So I figured I would pull it in by making my habit tracker that color. So I went ahead and did the whole strip at the bottom, which I really like how that looks, and then I thought I could use one of these smaller stickers up here. I'm gonna trim this just a tiny bit. It's a little bit too wide. And then I wish it was just a little bit shorter. Let's see if that helps. Perfect. And then I'll just write something cute there, or I'll put a picture there or something. Okay, I also went ahead and made some checklists. I just used this teal color because it was sort of a darker color, but it wasn't maroon, and then I would be able to see it. I am switching up how I do checklists a little bit this week. My family is here for the most of the week, even though I am working half the day Monday and all day Tuesday. And I still have a couple of things that I want to be able to check off, like when I post my YouTube video, or just little things that I know I'm gonna have to check off. But I'm not using a full box checklist, and part of it is I don't want it to take up the full space because I need that space to mark other things that I'm doing with my family. The other big part of it is I'm not gonna have time to do a full box worth of checklists, so I don't wanna fill it up with a bunch of things that I'm not going to have time to finish. And then they leave on Friday, so I'm doing full box checklists over the course of the weekend, where I'm really excited just to get a bunch of things done over next weekend. Okay, I also made myself some just full box sheets that matched the colors, and I made workout stickers too. Let's start with the Spurs game. So I grabbed these basketball stickers from Christian Designs, and I'm gonna use the orange ones because there are 4 orange ones left, and there are 4 Spurs games this week, and I figured the orange matches the leaves on the bottom, as well as, well, that's the color of basketballs. When I put these basketball stickers down, I always line up the bottom with the bottom and then let the basketball sort of hang over into the edge, especially when I don't have washi that backs up to the top like that. I just really prefer the way that that looks, and then it doesn't take up as much space in my box. Okay, now, see, I'm like, want to go in with the workout stickers, but I'm not sure what colors I want to do them in. Maybe I'll just do all this dark orange. Kind of defeats the purpose of making them in all these colors. But since there's 4 of them, because I don't know why I decided to do that. Normally I do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but Thursday is Thanksgiving. But mostly we're gonna get up super early and try and go to the parade. I mean, I say try, like we're going to the parade. And so I'm going to move my workout to the weekend. Okay, now let's put in football. Well, let's put in one football anyway. Let's put in the Texas game, which is on Friday. And then the Cowboys game is on Thursday. We might get to watch some of it, but not all of it. So I'm gonna put it here. It's not really the time that it's at, but that's where it's gonna live. My brain needs another minute to sort of think about how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I should have just tried to do every column as a color like I normally do, because I am sort of blanking. And this is how I used to plan, where I would just have a color scheme and then fit things around it and just use like an eye to see, oh, you know, we need a little bit more of this color on this page or that color. And I like the way the columns look, but now that I'm not doing it, it reminds me how easy it makes it to plan. Okay, let's just keep moving. We're just gonna figure it out. Okay, so I'm gonna do Tuesday before Monday, and that's just because Tuesday is the only day I'm working a full day, and so I want to put this full box quote sticker here because it's from the kit and it matches, and I want to use it, and that's the only time I really think I'm going to need a full box sticker because it's the only time I'm at work the whole day. Okay, and then after work, I actually have a quick appointment that I need to do before I meet up with my family. And then we're going to go to dinner in Little Italy. And then after dinner, I am taking them to my favorite piano bar. They've been before, at least my parents have, but the other family that's coming to visit with my parents, they have never been, and so we're gonna go to Brandy's after dinner. All the kids, one of the kids from the other family is old enough to babysit, so we're gonna stick all the kids, actually probably at my apartment, because cramming 6 kids into a hotel room is probably a little cruel, and then the adults are going to Brandy's. Okay, Monday, my family is going to come meet me, and we're going to go to lunch, and I'm going to take them to the 34th floor like view of my building. If you watched the vlog when my brother came to visit, I took him there. And then we're going to see the Rockettes. So I'm gonna use this pretty matching flower one. I feel like this is like a precious sticker in this kit. And then I'm not sure actually what we're gonna do Monday night after the Rockettes. We've played around with a couple different restaurants. We might try and go to Italy, like if we go early as soon as the Rockettes are over. Still up in the air. Wednesday I have the day off, so I kind of want to mark that. Okay, I went and grabbed some of these word stickers from Christian Designs, and I'm gonna use one of these day off ones. I guess I'm gonna use the orange one, although, yeah, we'll just do the orange one. To be honest, we don't actually have any plans for Wednesday yet. We've talked about going ice skating. They're gonna go to the Statue of Liberty on Tuesday, So I'm not really sure what we're going to do Wednesday. Also may depend on the weather. Wednesday night, we're actually going to go watch them blow up the balloons for the parade that's on Thursday. But I don't know if we're going to do that before dinner or after dinner. So I'm just going to leave Wednesday for now. Thursday, we're going to the parade. So I'm going to use this strip that comes with the kit. It's also probably the only other peach I will use like this entire week. I'm going to put it right here in the middle, and then I will likely put pictures on the top and the bottom. And then in the evening, we're going to go to dinner. We are actually going to a Lebanese restaurant for dinner. Isn't that a little crazy? But one of the moms from the other families that are also coming for Thanksgiving, she is Lebanese, and she's been to New York before, and she really loves this restaurant. I've actually also been there before. It's not far from my office. It's going to be delicious. Over the weekend, I am doing a lot of filming. I talked about it recently. I am doing Vlogmas, and I'm really excited to do it, but it's also going to require a lot of prep work because I work full time. So I'm doing a lot of the filming in advance, which is not a bad thing. I'm actually really enjoying it, to be honest. It's just something that I am going to have to do a lot of over the next month, but specifically I'm going to do a lot next weekend to get a bunch pre-filmed. So I'm putting down these full boxes to mark that I'm going to be filming, actually, and the half box that I put down on Friday. And then I put down that leave sticker on Sunday. I'm sure there are other things that I'm going to want to do on Sunday. So what I'm going to do is leave this leave sticker and then put this get it done sticker from Christiane Designs on top of it. And that's just like marking the time that I'm going to take to tackle all the things I'm going to put in these to-do lists up here. Okay. And then Sunday night, I likely will maybe meal prep, but I'm gonna leave that for now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the pen. So I'm starting with the permanent pen, and that is just for, that's not what I need. Where did the Spurs one go with all the games? There it is. That is just for the Spurs games. Basketball stickers from Christiane Designs are the only stickers I use this week that need a permanent pen. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in those first with this permanent pen, and then I'll switch to a different pen. You'll notice if you watch a lot of my Plan With Me's, I frequently will bounce back and forth whether I write the city or the mascot, both for the Spurs and for the whatever team they're playing. It really just depends on the sticker that I use and if I'm going to have space to write the mascot or to write the city. Because like for some, the mascot is shorter, and for some, the city is shorter. And on these little ones, most of the time I end up doing SA and then the city of the other one. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my matte pen and fill in all of those things. Well, you know what? So my stickers are kind of in between. I have a laser printer, and so it is matte paper, but the ink is so glossy that sometimes it's just better with a permanent pen. I'm not gonna lie. I think the thing that I am most excited about my family being here is going to see the Rockette. As somebody who danced competitively for 15 years, and the fact that I have lived in New York for almost 6 years now, I cannot believe that I've never seen the Christmas Spectacular. Like, it blows my mind. I saw them when they did this weird summer show. It was actually one of the very early dates for Sam and I. I feel a little bit bad. So my brother that came to visit me in, when was that? July he came? We did a lot of like my favorite touristy things that I like to do with people that are visiting. And my dad and my stepmom have been here a lot, like to New York. So they don't need to do these touristy things, but the twins have never been here. And so we're doing a lot of the same touristy things, even like half the same restaurants, which is a little bit ridiculous. And I feel a little bit bad because he was just here doing all those things, but I guess you can never have too much New York pizza and Italian food. Okay, that's all for the pen, but I forgot that I'm gonna put in some of these Oh Hello Stationery fonts on these boxes that I have marked that I'm going to film. So let me go ahead and do that. And then I also wanted to mark the weather next week. Normally, to be honest, when I put the weather in my planner, like, I don't even look at it. But with my family being here and it really impacting what we're gonna do with them, I wanna look at it now, and I wanna make sure it's at the top of my mind to think about what the weather is gonna be. Because to be honest, weathermen are not like, it doesn't seem like they're that accurate. I don't wanna offend anybody who is a weather person or their spouse is, but man, sometimes I just feel like unless I check the morning of, like, they're just wrong. And so sometimes what I do is I will put the weather in my planner just to remind myself to go check it. Because if it's in my planner, when I go to check something off, then I see the weather sticker and I'm like, oh yeah, let me look at the weather before I go outside. It looks like it's going to be a little chilly for them, definitely chilly for Texans, but not too bad. And it looks like it's not supposed to snow or rain during the parade, which that, to be honest, is the most important thing. I almost forgot to write Brandy's. I don't know how I forgot because That's the other thing I'm most excited about. I love an excuse to go to Brandy's. And then I'm not filling in the dinner on Thursday night. I know when it is and where it is, but I don't know how many pictures we're gonna take or if we're gonna take pictures. So I'm just leaving that blank for now. I might fill it all in with words, or I might have pictures to fill in later. All right, that's it. I actually like how this turned out, even though I don't have like one column per color. I tried to spread the colors out. I probably need to do something with the pink purpley color here and maybe a little bit more of the maroon, although I don't really like the color maroon, but it pulls in the leaves from the bottom. I really like how this looks. And since it's only Friday night, I'm not quite ready to fill in like the rest of my to-dos. I put the videos that I post and fantasy football, and that I update my vitamins on Saturday. And that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, you know what? One more thing. I am gonna write that since I'm putting the weather in my planner, I update the weather for the rest of the week on Wednesdays. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and every day in December for Vlogmas. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning.